Hey crypto world, it's Max from the Signal Bar Method, here to do a video on XLM and XRP, Bitcoin and the US dollar really quick. Probably not going to go over any other cryptos. If you want to know about other cryptos or you want my daily call outs, you can subscribe. I'm very active there. I'm loyal to my subscribers. Anything they need, I do. If someone wants to cancel, I get them canceled right away, whatever it is they want. So, but that's just, it's my time and I feel like I'm worth it. So besides that, let's get into it. XLM, gorgeous symmetrical triangle on the daily. Absolutely beautiful symmetrical triangle on the daily. I'm showing XLM before XRP because they're extremely similar in their price action and in the pattern and the supply and the demand that we're seeing. And, that's pretty much it, right? But XLM's chart is perfection, pretty much. Like, it's really pretty. And it's the really pretty patterns that tend to send the hardest. I'd like to mention one other thing. It seems like there's a lot of people that think that it's always going to be easy money, maybe shorting XRP or XLM, or it's always going to be down. It feels that way a lot of the time. It feels like, on top of that, I joke about it all the time. And I get serious about it because there has been a lot of lost opportunity over the years. A lot of other cryptos have sent really hard. And if you would have just put your money in those instead of this, it could be life-changing for you, if you know how to use that wealth or whatever. Obviously not financial advice. None of anything in this video is financial advice. I'm just own perspective. Take it for what you will. So to me, it's been a lot of missed opportunity. And to me, on top of that, for me, my experience in the crypto market has been that there are great trades all of the time. And it's not always, with XRP and XLM, or one or the other. So it's been really brutal for me, especially when I am calling out freak trades all the time. It's ridiculous. Some of these trades are just ridiculous, dude. They're absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So that being said, this is one of those times for XRP and XLM, I think. We need to see it, though. We got to see this thing start to break out here. If it breaks out, I think it's really got a good shot of, sending. I mean, that's a gorgeous setup candle to go higher off of. And you're going to have shorts in this area. So if it really starts to get through there, they're going to have to buy to cover. There's probably some in this area, maybe. Most of your short stops are going to be in this area. Probably up here. There might be some here, but a lot probably here. So once we break that level, this thing could really rip, But regardless, looking really good. We'll see. Tomorrow's going to be a big tell, I would say, the next 48 hours. You can still get a small green, pull back a little bit, then send, big bar, Or, you get a little green, you pull back, you wick higher, or it could just be a pullback into that area. Then you get a better setup here and then send. But it has every right now to MACD momentum, everything, moving averages are getting pretty up here. It's got a solid chance of just sending here. Just got a nice 3-day, although, wasn't like we had a long 3-day wick here or something that pretty, but it's got every right to go higher. It's got the green 3-day, green weekly. XLM actually got a green weekly. XRP did not. XLM did. It's just really tight. You can see it. It's really coiled. So, and you topple that with the 3 month, the 6 month, all the higher time frames, and it just looks great to like really send hard. And then we have Bitcoin breaking out of the bull pennant. Pretty much called that right around here earlier this morning, and just took off. I had been talking about this potential pennant for a while, or flag, however you want to look at it, rip to the upside. Very similar kind of consolidation to back here, and ripped, and we're on our way to finding out if we're going to put in a momentum divergence and maybe stall out here before going higher or pull back, whatever it is. But I think we are going to reach this upper trend line of this longer term channel. Zoom out, show you. I've shown you guys this a lot, how important this is for these two channel trend lines are for Bitcoin. So resistance, 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 resistance. That's my upper one. Support, support, support. This is my lower one. Support, broken, crash. Chop around, work our way up. Kind of this small little channel here that bulls are able to break it. Short squeeze, upper trend line. Remember when we broke, or bottom trend line, support trend line. Remember when we broke it back here, it worked all the way back up. This is what I was calling for even higher. Once we had held up here for a while, there's really no reason to just go back down. So we got this ascending triangle, broke out of it, send, get to like this kind of middle trend line of the channel, chop around, reverse, come back in, actually broke the trend line again to channel, get a bull pennant here, get rid of this. This is a nothing candle. I thought it was maybe possibly going to flag here before we went higher, but they got a pennant. They broke out. We went higher, flag or pennant, however you look at it. We're on our way higher. So shorts are definitely feeling it. I've talked about that a lot. Shorts are getting squeezed right now. You kind of almost have like this like ugly cup and handle. It's not really, but you kind of see it in a weird way. Really, it's just like a bull pennant. We're going higher. There is not really a wick on this bottom candle, so that makes me wonder. And we're going into the end. We're going into the end of February, so typically you'll get at least a little tiny bit of a retracement at least to start out that new candle. So we'll see what kind of retracement we do get for March. Could be nothing. It could be a little more something, but we should at least attempt to go higher. And look at Bitcoin. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't even get really a pullback at all. It just goes. So, and we are, definitely in a short squeeze right now. But I do obviously think we have higher. And, look at this trend line too, a little bit longer term trend line. I mean, it's like 150K up here. So, I'm not saying it's going to get up there, but when it moves, and you could almost call this a pennant back here. So, it's not really the best way to measure this, but I can't even really measure this properly, but you can kind of see like the type of move we might get from there. So I'm not saying we're going to get to 100K right now, like kind of just flowing with the market, like we know we're probably going higher. We know we're probably going to reach 64, 65K. So we'll see what happens after that. We need the next setup after that, but pretty darn bullish. Wouldn't be surprised if for March we pull back into this trend line here. You kind of see it was an area of resistance, and we just, we've cracked it now. And March is going to open up, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback here into this, then go higher maybe. We'll see. Or maybe we're just going to keep going higher. Who knows? Or maybe Bitcoin will cool off and the alts will send, because there's a lot of really, really pretty altcoins out there. Here's the dominance chart. I have a falling wedge drawn on the daily. We've reached that today. And it is just feels so low, so overextended. The weekly has a lot of down bars, like a lot. Yeah, you might not even find as many lower low down bars, maybe similar to this. But that's pretty low for one move. Candlesticks in a row. It might not look like that big of a drop, but the lower low candlesticks in a row, it's a lot. It's a lot of lower low candlesticks in a row. So, and the fact that we broke this longer term trend line here, like, are we going to come racing back up here to get back above it? And when I look at the XRP chart, I can't help but think, yes, we probably are. So, and we have this falling wedge here with this kind of divergence going on multiple time frames, momentum divergence going on multiple time frames, coming into the apex of this potential falling wedge. Huge potential for XRP and XLM. Huge potential. Coiled really tightly. We've been hugging this long-term trend line for so long. Like, if this thing is going to send, like, let's see it, dude. You got the 3 month, you have all the upper time frames. The only time frame I don't like is the 3 week. So, I guess it does leave some doors open for, maybe another test, or some quick wick before higher in March, maybe, I don't know. But, like, that would be really suspect to me, I think. And, like, I'd be really interesting to see the wallets that are selling in this area, if there's any big chunks. I'd be curious to see the big wallets or accounts or exchanges, anything I could find out that are buying during, if we do get a wick here, who is involved. So, all right, that's what I got for you guys. If you haven't subscribed, check out my subscriptions in the @SignalBarMethod bio. Daily call outs, market coverage, market updates, everything. All right, good luck out there, guys.